Today is a very special episode. We don't have a guest in the studio, but this show is dedicated to our dear friend, the dearly departed Mr. Dave Courtney. Dave, this episode is for you. We salute you. R.I.P.
Streetlife is the only life that we know. Ghetto life, down in the ghetto we born and grow. No.
Right, today's a very special episode. We don't have a guest in the studio, but we've got a guest that lives on in all of our hearts, one of our good friends. Those that know, very close family to me, Mr. Dave Courtney, R.I.P. Today marks 1 year anniversary of his passing. Big love goes out to him and the family, of course. I haven't really said much about what happened. There's a lot to take in, a lot to process. Like, I spoke to Dave very often, very often. He'd call me all the time, vice versa. To be honest, he was meant to be on the show as well, but the show was just starting. And like, I spoke to Dave and he's like, I'm ready when you are, Shiz, of course, any time. And kind of, not my fault, but I put Dave on the side because we were worried about guests. So I thought to myself, if there's ever a week where we couldn't get a guest, I know that Dave would fill that void for me because that's like family. And obviously he passed away, so very sad. But yeah, man, I don't want to keep it too sad. I want to keep it like a happy memory, man. Those that know Dave know the energy was like through the roof. I don't think anyone who's met Dave could say they've met someone with a bigger and more better personality, a more magnetic character such as Dave. So Dave, this one is in your honor. We love you and we miss you. I met Dave, 10, 15 years ago. I was rapping a lot then. I had this song where I mentioned his name. I think I'm Dave Courtney, Reggie Kray, not the other brother. Yeah, anyway, the song was doing, like, it was out there. It was getting a lot of play, like, on the streets and stuff. And then I didn't know Dave, and he must have got hold of the CD or something, because my phone rang one day. Don't know how he got my number. I answered it with hello. and he went, hello, is that Shizzio? I was like, yeah, who's this? He went, this big Dave Courtney here. I remember this as well, it's mad. I remember thinking, what? Like, I just knew it was him. I don't know why, like, I didn't think it was a prank. I don't know, it was his voice. I just knew it was him. I was like, hello, mate, how are you? He went, straight away, he went, what are you doing tomorrow at 8 o'clock? And I was like, well, I'm not sure. And he went, listen. No, he went, are you busy? And I was like, and he went, well, you are fucking busy now. I want to meet you at my house at 8 o'clock. And he put the phone down. He put the phone down. I thought, what? No address, nothing. He just put the phone down. And I thought, rah. So like, I called a couple of people that I knew and I was like, bro, Dave's just called me, man. Like, it's mad, like 8 o'clock. So I was like, thinking, is this a setup? Is like, what's going on? Like, is he like upset about the song? I didn't know, bro. Anyway, called a couple of people and I got his address. Like, it's mad how people just know where he lives. Yeah, Plumstead, down there, Camelot Castle. Like, it's like a landmark. It's crazy. Like, so people were like, yeah, look, just go there. I didn't go with anybody. I don't know why, actually. Looking back, I didn't go with nobody. I just went down there and I thought, fuck it, like, let's just go then, innit? Like, I don't know, man. I was a bit like carefree as well at the time. You get me? I'd done the tune, like, all right. Anyway, gone to the house. The gates were open. I'll never forget this. The gates were open. His front door was open. It's always unlocked, just open, like mad. Like, I knocked on the door, no one's answered. Walked in the house because the door's just it's open. Gone in. I remember I went left and there's like a living room there with his photo on the wall, and there's just people just plotting in his house. Like it's like one of them, like, not like youth centre places, but there's just people in his house, like, it's mad. That's like, just people scattered about. And I was just asking people, oh, like, is Dave, like, does anyone know where Dave is? And they're like, oh, yeah, he's down there somewhere, like. And his house is a big house, trust me. Anyway, found Dave, I think he was playing pool. Those that know the pool table, come on, he was there, music playing, and then he went, Shizzio, I was like, yeah. He was like, right, come here. I thought, fucking hell, mate, this is gonna go bandy, like it's gonna go left. He went, have a seat. Sat me down, and I'm thinking to myself, right, I'm looking at the exits and shit, thinking, hey, man's gotta get out of here, like, but I'm on my own. And he went to me, he went, right, turn off the fucking music, turn off the music. He turned off the music. He went, right, listen to me, it's very serious. So I thought, oh my God, bro, like, anyway, like, my heart's beating on the inside, and he goes to me, do you know how many people put their fucking CDs through my letterbox every day? Every Tom, Dick and Harry rapper wants to rap, mention my fucking name, wants me to be in a music video, etc. I was like, no. And he went, let me tell you something. You see your song. And I thought, right, I ain't gonna lie, Rob. He went, you see your song. Let me tell you something. And then there was like a pause of like about 2 seconds, and it fucking felt like forever. And he went, it is the fucking bollocks, mate. It's the best song I've ever heard. Ask anyone in this house. I've been playing it for a week. Oh man, relief just went through me. I thought, oh, okay then. Well, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. From their best friends. I spoke to him about a video. He's like, yeah, we're gonna definitely do a video. 100%, mate. Like, I'm gonna be in the video. He co-directed the video. The video was just chaos in itself. Shall we play the video first and then we'll talk about it afterwards? Yeah, man. So the video got taken down from YouTube because of politics, police, whatever. Anyway, it never went back up. We're going to repost that back up in honor of Dave. So Dave, this one's for you. I will never forget the great times on set. I'll tell you a story about the set afterwards. But yeah, here's the video. Shizzio featuring Dave Courtney. Come on, freestyle BMF. We love that, Dave. Love you, brother.
Hello? Dave?
Yes. Yes, Dave. It's worse than we thought. You're going to have a ring round, get the boys, get a carload of toys. We're going to fucking work tonight. You know.
Hope you guys ain't busy later. Pick a tool.
Yeah! Oh! Motherfuckers! What? They think UK ain't got gangsters? Fucking idiot. I think I'm Dave Courtney, Reggie Kray, not the other brother. He was real Essex boy. Range Rover Jeep, duck feathered pillow on your face while you fucking sleep. I think I'm Dave Courtney, Reggie Kray, not the other brother. He was real Essex boy. Range Rover Jeep, duck feathered pillow on your face while you fucking sleep. You blowing money quick, you blowing money fast. I get it while I can, nothing's meant to last. You blowing money fast, you blowing money quick. Call me Bob the Builder, I can shift a brick. Straight middleman, I got the links. It don't matter how big the package, make it shrink. My dogs are pedigree, I got the best bitch. Everything's matte black, so's the X6. Morphine tongue, never feel the pain. I referee transactions like I wrote the game. I die hard on my own, I don't long for fame. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker John McClane. Life in the fast lane, never pit stop. Feed your body to the pigs, brick top. No tongues on the bag when we lick shots. Straight dirty cash laundered into hip-hop. I think I'm Dave Courtney, Reggie Kray, not the other brother. He was real Essex boy. Range Rover Jeep, duck feathered pillow on your face while you fucking sleep. I think I'm Dave Courtney, Reggie Kray, not the other brother. He was real Essex boy. Range Rover Jeep, duck feathered pillow on your face while you fucking sleep. Real information, that's our claim to fame. We know your date of birth, mother's maiden name. Clean out accounts, bureau your change. Roll with real angry birds, no fucking game. Real bitches only, front the work. Fake passports, IDs always murk. Roll with Nigerians, North London Turks. I'm the captain of this enterprise, call me Kirk. Code 10 fraudsters, Lebanese loops. Non-racist cars, different coloured fucking coupes. In between the lines, we're the only truth. When shit gets too hot, we just take down the roof. Grab the bull by the horns, always stay in charge. Fuck MI5, fuck Scotland Yard. We keep our presence low, keep our pockets large. Real motherfuckers, we know who we are. I think I'm Dave Courtney, Reggie Kray, not the other brother. He was real Essex boy. Range Rover Jeep, duck feathered pillow on your face while you fucking sleep. I think I'm Dave Courtney, Reggie Kray, not the other brother. He was real Essex boy. Range Rover Jeep, duck feathered pillow on your face while you fucking sleep.
So there's the music video. Man, takes me back, trust me, takes me back. Few fun stories about the video. Dave co-directed the video. He was in charge of what was happening. A few things that no one knows is one, actually, when he had the guns, the prop guns, yeah, right? When he had them outside, we were outside filming, police came and they blocked us in, like literally, like it looked like a scene from a movie. They blocked us all in. They had a megaphone and they said, put your hands up, come out slowly. I was in the car behind with the cameraman and Dave was in front, and like we shit ourselves. We were like, all right, cool. We thought like, that's it. We're going to Guantanamo. I'm going to Guantanamo Bay. That's it, done, life's over. And then the police ran towards Dave's car, and when they see Dave, they just stopped and went, oh, it's only Dave on the radio. It's only Dave. Don't worry about it. Stand down, stand down. And me and the cameraman was just in shock. Like, what? They were like, stand down, stand down. And then they went to Dave, hello, Dave, how are you? Dave was sat in the car, didn't ask him to get out, nothing. He still had the thing on the side. And they said to Dave, could you just do us a favor, please? And he was like, what? And they were like, could you just film on a quieter road? And they just walked away. And to this day, I ain't never seen that in my life, man. Like the cameraman was just, we was all in shock. Like, is this what's happening? Like, we've never experienced anything. That was one thing. Second thing is Dave wanted to do an X-rated video. He's like, Shiz, we're doing your video and then we're doing an X-rated video. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. He had females and there was going to be a scene with like X-rated video in the back. And that's the first time me and Dave, we didn't butt heads, but I was like, Dave, I'm not doing it. He's like, yes, you are. I was like, I'm not doing it. He's like, yes, you are. And I said, look, mate, I respect what you're doing, but I won't be doing that because I don't want to stand in front of the, you know what I mean? And he actually respected it afterwards. He said, Shiz, I fucking rate you, mate. You got balls of steel because you said no, you stuck to your principles and you didn't do that. So that scene was cut. And then a third scene, he wanted to go to Ronnie and Reggie's grave and do a scene there. And I said, again, no, I don't want to do that, Dave. It might just be taken in the wrong context. So we ain't doing that. And again, he respected the fact that I was saying no to him. So yeah, man, big video, got me a lot of fame or whatever you want to call it on the streets. Like a lot of people knew that one. So yeah, man, big up Dave, man, come on, man. And we filmed the behind the scenes. So we've got video footage of that, so let's put that in. Come on, man, we're gonna put all the footage together. So this is the behind the scenes of that video shoot. It's only right that you see it, man, and you can see the chemistry, man, the love. Come on, man. Yeah, man, check it out. Play that.
Saga time, baby. Keyword of the day is matte black. Matte black. No shine, matte black. Video shoot day. We're going to Dave Courtney's house. It's all gangster shit today. I ain't done my hair or nothing. But when you drive something like this, you don't give a shit. Maverick's running the camera. Mav get in the car. Let's do this music video. And let's keep it moving, baby. We're in Newbury Park, yeah? Ilford, IG, yeah? All day, that's where I live. Let's go, man. Love it. 1, 2 classroom. We are in Dave Courtney's castle, Courtney Castle. Nothing's going on. Come, man. Let's take a walk. First things first, if you come there, the sniper man will do you. It's nothing. Come. Now, you might have seen my other saga back in the day about the Lambos and that, and I had the hearse. It's still there, bruv. So it's, you know what I mean? The hearse is there. Look at this. Look at the artwork on the side of Dave's wall. You feel me? Look at that artwork there.
How you doing, Gazer?
You saying? So yeah, basically, I can't even show you no more, innit? We interviewed Dave. It's gonna be a lot today. Basically, we're getting stopped for the video. Dave's over there. You wouldn't believe what he's put in the boot. Like, I'm just laughing. He's got these doormen. He's got these guys. One's 6'11". This is a funny day. This is a good day. Good day. Follow me. Look at the boot of the car.
Yeah, they're coming out the front step.
They're coming, yeah. Yo, he's the doorman. Oh my days.
I'll do some of this and go.
Yeah, basically, this is Mr. Dave Courtney.
Hello. Just going shopping. Oh, it's fucking murder down Astor's at the moment.
Yeah.
Look, he's got a little hard on, look. Feel that, right?
And these are Dave's friends.
He's little and all. You got wide angle lenses? Your belly gets in the way, too.
Yeah, brother.
That's why I've done a 12 gym. There's only 2 people that takes this in. Or 3 actually. Jen, Dave, and Andy Parsons. Anyone else, and I'll show you one of them.
No, that's not.
That's what you call getting going equipped.
You can't argue with Dave ever, like ever. Whatever he says.
They don't, that's why they don't.
Forget the fucking customer is always right. Dave is always right.
Don't tell me that ain't fucking pretty. Staff it, I'm getting a fucking hard on doing it myself.
Please can I shoot one of them?
Look. That is worth wanking over, isn't it? It's almost sexual. Right. There's one with a... You've got a shoulder holster for him.
Yeah, so basically, that's what's happening.
Well, I've changed the direction of the video. He's going to do his own proper one, the mainstream one for everyone to see. Just because we're boys and all the chaps are out and we got the old props.
Are they props?
Of course they're props.
They look like their work, mate.
No comment.
Alright.
I don't know why they call me a mate. So we're going to do a little XXX video as well. So trying to mingle it in. I don't actually know what I'm talking about. The brains of the outfit who don't like being in front of the camera is obviously behind you. Let me show you. That's the brains of the outfit. That's the brains of the outfit, right? We're going to turn it as like the XXX side of the video and then try and add a little bits in so we can take them out and add them in the editing to make it a little longer, more exciting, never be seen on telly kind of video for the boys. You know, we're all in our suits for the fucking cunt, right? Sitting there with the toys out, lending each other's gold, pretending we're millionaires. For him, for the superstar. He is that guy. This is the guy.
No comment.
When I first met him, his name was Carol, working in Spearmint Rhino.
That's true. I could shake my ass. I could shake my
I
ass.
remember saying, fuck me, I fancy that bird with the Adam's apple and a sideburn. She's all right.
All love.
In here, if you have a look at here, right, this is the, like, what I'm going to say is this, crime is just a job, right? It's not a way of life, it's, you know, it's just a job. And bricklayers don't come home with a trowel and build brick walls in the front room, and he don't run around the kitchen with a gun going, "Mate, cheese sandwich." You know what I mean? It's like tools of the trade, on site, and when you all come home, he's just a bloke. Well, these are the tools of the trade for some people, look. That is his trowel, his spatula, his... And I'm afraid with the influx of the Eastern Bloc naughty boys coming into this country, we have to at least match them with firepower, and that's our little bit. And I've got to be honest, if you get to me after getting past all that, you're entitled to shoot me. You get what I mean? So you ask any one of these lot, what do they do for a job? Their answer is, anything that cunt tells me to. How fucking cool is that? Fucking holiday pay he gets.
It was a belly dancer.
Anyway, my favourite in all here is the sign-off. I'm not actually the best shot in the world. I've never won fuck all off the top shelf at a fucking fair me. So that I need to get about 50 people one go, that's the one. But if you're guns have got two meanings for a criminal. Right? Some guns are meant to kill people, and the other gun was only meant to frighten people. Yeah? And you don't need the gun that looks absolute bollocks. Some of the Eastern Bloc stuff now is so fucking fancy that it looks like it's come off Star Trek. Little fucking dots coming off, you can get 58 in the magazine, goes 4 mile, right? But it jams. Every automatic jams. Every automatic in the world jams, right? And there's not a time in your life where if you're using it for real a gun that you can ever afford it to jam. So I would rather have a revolver, right? If you intend on doing gunplay as a living, I'd rather have a revolver and only have 6 shots, but I knew every time I fucking pulled that trigger, something hot and sharp come flying out the end, than something that could do 12 and jams after 2. Another little fact for you. Do you know in the old American movies you see them all shoot? Give a black guy a gun and they go like that. What the fuck is that about? Right? Do you know what it's about? Automatics jam because the bullets go into a magazine, the spring pushes it up into the chamber and you shoot it. When it's going against gravity. If you held that gun like that, get anything? Even if the spring jams, the bullet would fall into the chamber anyway.
Oh.
So it's got less chance of actually jamming, yeah? Because you're helping nature. Now,
Education.
You know what I mean? Education.
Education.
And here is the criminal's favourite, pump action shotgun. There's a favourite of mine. That's the very first Uzi. I think it's 120 shots in 5 seconds. But only 9mm, and you need armour plated bullets now because everyone's got bulletproof vests that everything bounces off of. Apart from getting smashed in the mouth on these two, so you can wear as much Kevlar as you like. If that come punch you, it's like getting shot.
He was pointing at me. No, he wasn't.
Anyway, the collection.
And when it's all said and done, over here please, cameraman. When it's all said and done, yeah, no corpses are kept in this vehicle overnight.
This is how serious the Courtney firm is, right? Here at the castle. We got our own fucking hearse, mate. That's how many we're burying, right? We got our own fucking hearse. Blah.
There you go. And I've got my own Batman vehicle.
And I've got my own him. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Right, all cameras turn around, get hold of my number 2 over there, look. This is Seymour. Seymour forever, they call him. Forever young. Seymour. Master of disguise.
How are you?
Just a man thing, you wouldn't understand. Right? If you ever ask me to kiss you, I'll fuck you up, mate.
Right, so that was a bit from the behind the scenes. We've got a lot more footage. Apologies for the quality, but this is back in the day. There weren't no 4K then. You get what I'm saying, man? But I'm just grateful that I actually took that footage, man. It's crazy when you look at it now. From there, I had my own TV show. Me and Dave would always keep in touch. He'd call me all the time, vice versa. We go to events, etc. And then I had my own TV show on TV where I'd interview guests. I then pushed to interview Dave Courtney. The TV station was like, of course. So we did this interview at Dave's house, very in depth. I was like early doors with it, especially with the Asian like fan base and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like introducing Dave into this world and vice versa. But yeah, man, we went to Dave's house. I took the camera crew. Anyone that goes to Dave's house is always in shock and awe because it's like a museum. When you go in there, there's no house like it. You know what I mean? There's statues everywhere. There's museum. There's memorabilia. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So I took the camera crew. They were all in awe. His photos are all on the wall, like big, like 30, 40 foot, whatever it is, like murals, etc. Real eye opener. Interviewed Dave at his house, and he was just dropping like gems, man. I remember when he was saying stuff like tools are the trade, like if you're gonna rob a bank, you're not gonna go and kill someone. Like if you wanna kill someone, then you can use a different type of gun. But if you use a shotgun, it's like you scare someone. But it's like he had knowledge. Dave had so much knowledge, like behind the character and the charisma. He knew what he was talking about. And I remember like he's teaching kicking some mad knowledge about the shotguns and stuff like that. Yeah, so let's play that interview, man. It makes sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, check it out. Yo, Shizzio, the sagas continue, Brit-Asia TV style. Now, I had to make a few phone calls to get this show popping off nicely. You understand what I'm trying to say? So many gangsters out there, kids want to be gangsters and all that, and you see my video with Dave Courtney and all that, and people want to, are you this, are you that? I just thought, you know what? Let's just go and see Dave, you know what I mean? It makes sense. You know what I mean, cameraman? It makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, the cameraman's loving it. This is Courtney Castle, cameraman, if you could just switch it around. This is Courtney Castle. We have the AAA access. So let's go chat to Dave.
Yeah! Shizzio! Rock sway.
Remember that.
Who wants some? You want some? Ha! Come get some!
I don't know if you can see that guy there. Can you guys see him? Yeah? So you've got to be careful. Dave?
Yeah! Shizzio! Rock swayer, baby! Ha ha! Who wants some? You want some? Ha! Come get some!
No, I think it's time we have a sit down with Dave and find out if he is a hero or a villain. Let's go. Right, so basically, this is
That's me.
that's him, and this is me. I think we should start from the start, really. I mean, a lot of people say they see Dave Courtney, they get their own ideas, what Dave's about. Gangster, former or current, gangster turned celebrity, just a normal guy. Who is Dave Courtney? Just for people that may not have even heard your name, for the kids out there.
I'm the guy inside the yellow Teletubby. I am Lala.
I thought you was Poe. Oh my God.
Now listen, Dave Courtney is this. I've got a very naughty past. A lot of my associates are still classed by the authorities as naughty people. And although I've now been the one that's crept through all that and come out the other side, I'm still looked at by the authorities as active, but by everyone else who knows me and the media and the publicity side of the world, that they all know I'm no longer active. You know, I'm now in the look at me world, with the big pictures of myself outside my house and in all the magazines, right? So, you know, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm looked at by the general public on a set of scales. They don't know whether I'm a famous baddie or an infamous celebrity, you know, so...
So what are you?
Listen, I'm sitting here in your music video. I'm not popping a cap in no anymore, right? I'm actually not trying to go, hey, look, I ain't like that, I'm doing this, right? But I'm afraid, had I been given a fair crack of the whip in just getting on in life with the television, the film, the music industry, I would have been cracking it on by now. But there is actually a body of people out there, their sole intention is to stop Dave Courtney getting anywhere. You know,
haters.
Well, yeah. And now the order of the day is you can't glamorise crime, you can't make it look like crime pays. So I'm not glamorising crime, I'm glamorising Dave. And this bloke has helped glamorise me, and I love you for that.
Hello? Dave?
Cheers. Yes, Dave. It's worse than we thought. You're going to have a ring round, get the boys, get a carload of toys. We're going to work tonight. You know.
Hope you guys ain't busy later. Pick or two.
All right, can we talk about your past?
You can talk about the past, yeah, of course.
All right, what is the worst thing that you would say you've done? You can say.
I've took someone's life, I suppose. That's the worst thing you
You've
can
done
probably
it?
do, yeah. Yeah. I'm not proud of that. That's not my
I was just about to say,
story, you know, but... and although in this country you're only judged by the last frame. You pulled the trigger, he died, you are a murderer. But in my eyes, I don't think I am. You know, the situation around that was I was with somebody that I was supposed to be looking quite tough to stop him getting robbed. I obviously wasn't looking tough enough, and they shot him. And I had never seen a dead body before. I definitely hadn't seen one getting dead. Right? Bang. And by the time I turned around to look, this man was pointing a gun at me. Maybe my crime was that I had a gun on me. But as quick as I could, I flicked a shot out and got him. You know, I'm not a good shot. I've never won anything off the top shelf in my life, right, ever, right? But it worked that day, and I turned into Usain Bolt and run away. And it weren't my most told story, but had it happened again, I would do it a second quicker. I don't have any nightmares over it. I don't consider myself a murderer. And I think that if anyone, in all honesty, any man that's got testosterone running through his body puts himself in the same position as I was in, if you would do anything else, I'd say he was an idiot. My crime was maybe I had something stuck down my trousers that I shouldn't have. But after seeing that happen, for me to actually shoot back or wait there and go, let him kill me, 'cause, yeah, sorry about that.
You just depressed my whole interview, you know what I mean?
I'm really sorry. No, this is supposed to make you happy, right?
Yeah,
I'm not actually overjoyed with it, but I'd rather you read about me that I got 10 years for murder than read about me in the obituary columns, and I only had one choice, my friend, right? So hopefully you're never in that.
Yeah.
You just keep rapping about it.
All right.
This, let me tell you, is the armed robber's favourite tool, right? Definitely mine. The sawn-off shotgun, one being, there's two reasons I own a gun. One is to kill someone, and one is to frighten someone as a criminal. Right? Now, a robber isn't actually a murderer, and a murderer isn't into robbing you. Right? So if you run into somewhere and go, stick them up, open the safe, right? It's a different kind of gun than you need to jump out of a bush and shoot somebody with, because some of this Russian equipment that's coming into the country at the moment is so high-tech. I haven't seen nothing like it, only on Star Trek. But if they jumped out and pointed it at me, it's so nice and shiny and new with a little red dot, it isn't frightening. Right? It ain't frightening that, right? That frightens you. Right? And when it's been pointed at you, you can't actually take your eyes off the two holes. You think, that's gonna blow me in half. Even if it's a bad shot, it'll still get me, right? And you can't, and it works. Just to scare someone and to get the ball you want done if he's gonna kill someone, that's not what you use. You do one of these little things that go, doof. Right? But it's different tools for different jobs. This is the robbers. This frightens you, look, like that. Move! Move!
Affiliation with the Kray Twins. There's obviously an Asian group called the Kray Twins. We're not talking about them. Shout out to them. There's the original Kray Twins. What is that? What was that like? What is that like? Is it all that it's made up to be, or is it just kind of hype that people have put around it?
It's half and half. It is half and half, right? You know that it was a lot easier to run Bethnal Green 45 years ago when there was only 15,000 people in Bethnal Green, and they all spoke and understood English.
Was it the Asians then?
Now there's 250,000 people in Bethnal Green.
Yeah.
Half of them can't even say the name Kray Twin. Right? They don't respect them, be frightened of them. You know, it's a lot harder to run that little manor now, as it is everywhere else in the world. But no one or nothing is as big as a myth. Not Dave Courtney, not Al Capone, not the Kray Twins. No one or nothing is as big as a myth that is portrayed about them. I know because there's a myth about me. Now I actually know what I'm really like, but I know how the rest of the world consider me.
Well, this is what I'm trying to get down to. What are you really like? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
I kind of know what you're really like.
I'll give you AAA in my house. Right?
Yeah,
you can come here 24/7, with or without invitation, with cameras. You know, I've actually had the whole house cameraed up. The reason I've done that is because I'm not embarrassed of what my life is now. I'm not doing anything to hide or would get me in trouble with the police. So when I actually found monitoring devices, 5 bugging devices in my home, and one in the bedroom. Well, listen.
One in the bedroom.
Listen, stop. Forget the gangster shit they heard talking in the kitchen. They heard me Ow, that just done my head in, right? So what I actually done was I cameraed up every single room in the house, bathroom included, and went to Scotland Yard, gave them back their bugs and said, like, you know, these are a lot of money, they must belong to someone, they're quite high tech, and they said, we don't know what we're talking about. And I went, right, well, you now don't have to listen to me, you can watch me 24 hours a day in every room, but it's going to cost you a £10 a day.
Yeah, that's your services now doing
and that's what I've done, you know. I can't say anymore. So when my front gate is open, you've just come in yourself. My front door's open, my back door's open. I haven't got a bulletproof vest on. There's no bodyguards. You know, I read the things about me, and I don't even like me when I read them. I have to ring my mum and go, Mum, I'm really sorry about what they just said there. You know, I haven't hit any babies. I promise.
It's just part of the parcel of being Dave, right?
But what actually done that was the Kray Twin funeral.
Yeah.
Actually brought me to the attention of the general public as celebrity gangster. I don't even know what that word means. Right? The two words don't go together. Yeah, celebrity gangster. You can be one or the other. It's like saying police intelligence. The two words just don't go together. Yeah, and it brought me up as the heir to the throne and.
Next in
celebrity
line,
gangster. Yeah, well, I didn't want to be known. I just had a security company. I thought this is going to be the best bit of advertising of my life.
Yeah.
They're looking at it as Courtney's firm. And each individual person I had working for me on the day, 150 of them, which I considered my most elite 150 that I could get, looking after 750,000 people was at that funeral.
Yeah.
The only funeral bigger than that was Winston Churchill.
Damn.
750,000 people was at that funeral. I needed 150 people to look after them, and they weren't all Kray Twin fans. You know, they killed a lot of people in that. So I needed an elite group, and I've got to be honest, I know this is childish, but on the morning of the funeral, and I had the 150 all sleeping round here and all getting all in black, all the bald heads. I wanted to invade Iraq, let alone go. I was just looking at them. I wanted to go like sort out this Libya problem. You know what I mean? I could, but I'm mature and didn't. And it brought me to the attention of the general public as heir to the throne, super gangster and that, and to the attention of the police as Dave Courtney and his private army. And no one in England is allowed to have a private army apart from like the army. And each individual person I had working for me had their own criminal CV, and because they was working for me, they looked at that as organised crime. And so then I had Roger Cook come down and batter my door down.
Oh, did you?
Oh, don't.
You had the Roger Cook.
Bless him.
That's a moment, isn't it? You kicked your door in, yeah?
Crime don't pay, because when you decide to stop doing crime, right, not every policeman goes, it's okay, Dave stopped, let's leave him alone. You pay for it for the rest of your life. For as long as you've got an old ass, right, you will pay for being a criminal. And what I thought I got away with as a young man, I'm now paying for. So don't do it, right? Listen to me. Let me tell you about this picture. This is the boom, right? See this? Right? When they painted this, it was painted by a religious artefacts restorer who goes around the world touching up all the church ceilings and all that, right? And he done that one for me, right? And when they actually painted the skin, it was only a little pot of paint, little tiny pot of paint, and they cut me there. I filled it up with my own blood, right? They cut me in there, filled it up with my own blood, and then painted it. And now nobody can ever copy that, because if you scrape the skin off, it DNA's Dave Courtney. Now that is the
Yeah, so that was part one of that interview. There's actually 3 parts of it. Dave went into more and more depth. I remember him talking about how like the crime world's changed with technology. He was talking about Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, the movie, how the Vinnie Jones character was based around Dave Courtney. Dave Courtney met Guy Ritchie, etc., but Guy wouldn't cast him, but it's all in that interview, man. So he was proper dropping some big truths and gems. So yeah, man, I think we should just get into part 2. So here's part 2 of that interview.
I've watched Roger Cook, right, and a lot of people on there that were friends of mine, and I thought he's making them all look yeah? And I thought, what are they all doing the same? That he's making them all look because they're not. And what it is the police learnt from Roger Cook, the police force learnt from Roger Cook, put time and effort into the bugging of the house and the phones and all that, and when you've got enough evidence that they cannot go not guilty, right, then confront them.
Yeah.
Right, it's not worth going like everyone does. Go away, go away, go away, go clear off, right? By the time he knocks on your door, you're captured. The only chance you've got is now trying to get out of it that minute.
Yeah.
Right, and go away. He's no good because he's only knocked when he's got enough. Yeah. Because that was in my head, on the morning that he knocked, I've opened the door with my towel around me, a bowl of Rice Krispies, barely hanging out, you know. Hello, and they bang the microphone into your mouth really hard like this. Like that. Yeah. So it makes you go like, hey! Right? Then you realise who it is and hopefully run away or whatever. And they've got 2 big lumps behind him, standing there like this. He goes, I'm accusing you. I said, well, we've been investigating you. And I went, hold it. So if you think I'm going to say to a television camera, you're mistaken, mate.
Yeah.
What is the problem? And I've had another thing on and my head's going...
Million
They said,
focus,
right, we're
hold on.
accusing you of being involved in organised crime. This is a funeral. It's all been on television. All these people are criminals. They're working for you. That's organised crime. You've been in prison for stabbing someone and you carry a knuckle duster and you're now searching people on the door of clubs to make sure they ain't got weapons, which is true. I can't deny it. I can't deny that I run the funerals, I'm on the news, and that my choice of weapon is a knuckle duster and I'm proud to say I carry one. Well, I've said it on every telly, so I had to go, yes. That's it. Yeah, you're right.
And that's it.
And he went, well, what, you're admitting it? I said, yeah, I'll admit it. He said, what, you're on television, you're being filmed, will you admit it right down? I went, yeah. Well, no. I said, well, look, hold on, you keep rolling if you want. I said, do you mind if I just get dressed and we'll go and find a better location to sit down and I'll admit it? Oh, I'll sign your thing for you now. And he went, okay, so I've signed it. Now, listen, this is what now I've got caught looking like that, stuck for words, but in my eyes, I've now got 2 hours to work out what to say. I'm going to be filmed in what clothes I want to be filmed in and in the environment that I choose.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm already in front. I've borrowed my mate's boat that's in St Catherine's Dock.
Right.
Actually, I pretended it was mine. It was a lie. You know, I've been known to tell you I'd white one. Ask the judges. And I said, we're going to have a film on St Catherine's Dock on my yacht. And he's going, oh, wow, this would be fantastic. I've had to sign the thing to go, I'll admit it all. But I couldn't deny any of it.
Yeah.
I was on the news. So when we got up there, I'd made a few phone calls and had about 8 or 9 lumps up there, you know, waiting. As I got there to walk onto the boat, these 2 bodybuilders that had been standing there like that.
Yeah, well,
I hadn't said a word to them all morning, not one word. I'd made eye contact.
Yeah.
When I got to this thing, we all walked onto the boat. As they went to walk on, I went, stop, listen, you 2. All I'm asking is, tell me your job this morning. And looking at me, I went, tell me your job this morning. Your job was to batter me if I hit the fat geezer, wasn't it? Tell me you come round my house to fight me.
Yeah.
And they're going, oh, God, oh, my God. With all the lumps. Anyway, I went, only joking. I didn't do it, so I had Roger Cook. And I think I beat that programme, but they showed it. And but the actual funeral was like a double-edged sword for me. It propelled me into popularity, but it was my popularity that frightened the authorities. I'm no longer active, and it's my popularity that made them say he's glamorising crime, lock him up. So they systematically, you know, decided to get on top of the Dave Courtney thing.
All right, well, let's move on.
Listen, the Lock Stock thing, the Guy Ritchie thing. Guy Ritchie met me before he made Lock Stock and was infatuated with the whole Dave Courtney thing, which was black guys and white guys, all in fancy suits that made crime palatable for the general public because I kept it funny. And because, you know, you get a load of criminals all in one corner talking, you'd imagine they're talking about Berry, but it's just funny. Right? It's just a job for them. And when he was in our company, he then went away and made a film, and his whole film genre has been about my life, you know, the whole white guys, black guys, fancy suits, keeping it witty and funny all the way through. And Vinnie Jones played me in Lock Stock, which all hail to the bloke, but you know, he's never ever met me. And with media pressure going, well, you're judged by the company you keep. You know, you can't actually meet Dave Courtney, you know. He's never rung me, which I think is gutless. Right, and I'll show you, listen, I'm going to go on a little vent here about Vinnie Jones, right? Get this one, hear me, and if anyone can prove me wrong, tell me. Vinnie Jones has been trying to get famous for years. I'll show you 1 million videos of Vinnie Jones when he was a footballer on Grandstand. He made one film where he played me, and the character was called Big Chris. And Big Chris got famous, not Vinnie Jones. And when the film finished, he carried on playing Big Chris in real life. Well, if Big Chris is me, that head is running around pretending to be Dave Courtney. Right? He's never been in touch with me or nothing. And the last person in the world he would like to meet is the person he's pretending to be, innit? Right? The rest of the world has fell in love with this Big Chris, Vinnie Jones character, but that's only down to playing myself. I'd like to kick his f***ing head in. Sorry, I'll recut that. Listen, there's no problem with that at all with me and Vinnie Jones. I actually know the guy and I wish him the best of luck in the world, and I really hope he gets hemorrhoids and someone kicks him out the arse of winkle pickers. And on the day I meet him, he will, because he now goes round to nightclubs going, oh, Dave Courtney's not in here, is he? You know? And my mates are ringing me up going, we told him that you was, so he off and all things like that. Right? He's trying to avoid Dave Courtney for the rest of his life, so he's never worked out what to do when he meets me. I, on the other hand, know that the world is too small and will meet that man. So I've worked out what to do to meet him.
So what happens then?
What will happen is this.
Or do you not know?
On the day I meet him, I'll go, hello Vinnie, he will be so pleased to shake my hand and not fight me that he will hold my hand. Once I've got his hand in my hand, I will go and knock the spark out. And he can't actually arrest me and go, Dave Courtney punched me. Right? He's supposed to be a gangster. Right? He can't actually take me to court and say Dave Courtney knocked me and chin me, right? Because he was angry that I'm playing him with my life. Right? That's what would happen. You heard it first on this TV station.
You see, Asian people, right, when they're growing up back in the day, they were supposed to be doctors, lawyers, or whatever. Now everyone wants to be a gangster, yeah? Everyone thinks they're a gangster. Now,
everybody wants to be a gangster.
This is it, right? This is what it comes down to. Everyone thinks it's cool to be a gangster, but they don't know what it's actually like to be a gangster, right?
Yeah.
What is it actually like to be a gangster?
First of all, let me put the word gangster into perspective.
Yeah.
That is a historical word, like cowboys, knights in shining armour, pirates, gangsters, right? They are romantic, naughty boy figures from the past. There is no more of any of them, right? Apart from Somalia, there's a couple of pirates out there, right? But, you know, that really is it. The gangster, it was some of the old James Cagney stick. You know, it was worth robbing a bank once. No one used checkbook and cards. There was hundreds of thousands of pounds there. You know, that's a gangster, right?
Yeah.
And now these salesmen, I mean, I call them salesmen, they call themselves drug dealer gangsters, right? They're salesmen. They know someone that gets something for that, and there's someone else that buys it for that. It might as well be Tupperware, Brussels sprouts, cocaine, cars, right? You're a salesman. You can buy it for that and sell it for that, and that's all they do. But because it's drugs, they think they're a gangster. And because the financial reward is so far greater than it ever was in any other criminal job, you know, it was all, forgive me for saying this, it was almost respectable and classy 40 years ago to say, my dad's a bank robber or my dad's a villain. It was almost, right? Because villains were nice sharp clothes, clean cut, love their mum, you know, and a criminal is only a job, it's not a way of life, right? You know, bricklayers don't come home with their trowel and build brick walls in the front room, and I don't come home with a gun, run around the kitchen and go, make me a cheese sandwich, right? It's the tools of the trade, on site, you do your job, and when you come home, you're just a bloke. Don't matter if you're Asian, white, policeman, bank robber, greengrocer, when you get back indoors, you're just a bloke, right? What you do for a job's got nothing to do with it. You know, we're all frightened of our missus, whoever gangster he was. Mike Tyson's still scared of his missus. Some might say to you, and they say, what's the scariest thing Mr. Courtney's ever happened to you? Well, I've been shot. Right, but the scariest thing that's happened to me is when I come home here about 3 days late and I see the bedroom light still on and I know she's up waiting for me. That is scary, knocking on the door. You know what I mean? You're just a bloke. You know, you're not a criminal at home, you're not a bricklayer at home, you're not a rapper at home. You know what I mean? I tell you someone I feel sorry for. American bad boy rappers, right? Because it's the only job in the world where when they go cut, you can't go back to normal. Yeah, if you're acting, singing, doing whatever you're doing, when they go end of day, you can go and be normal. Well, because they're doing this gangster rap thing, they can't. They can't go on stage and go, way, you know, like, blah, 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 and then pick the kids up and go, hello, or walk around Asda's, go, morning, morning. Right? They've got to be bad boy gangsters 24/7, right?
But then, what's your fault on that? Is that not
it's not
taking
really
a mick out of everything that you lot have done over time?
Like listen, if you can find a way of taking a mick and earn yourself 50 million quid, then my hat off to you, right? But I'm afraid life is habitual. And if you do anything long enough, it becomes an habit. If someone woke you up at 3 o'clock in the morning and tried to take you for a 5-mile run, it'd be hard work. But in 3 months' time, you'll be waking up 3 o'clock and doing it. Right? And if you pretended to be mad and I went to go and pick you up at a nut house after a year, you'd be mad. And because these guys they're local little bad boys, they start earning a few quid and they don't have to be a criminal anymore. They sign up with a record company that gives them 10 minders every day. These lumps walking around to make them look famous, right? And everyone's now talking to them like that because they've got 50 mil, not because they're scary. You have a couple of years of that, you actually start genuinely believing you are a bad boy. Yeah. Right? And everyone's frightened of you and you've got these lumps around you and you just can't help it, right? And in the end, you actually genuinely believe you are and get treated as such, right? And the top criminals and the top recording artists get treated the same, right? They all get in everywhere for nothing, they've all got a crowd of people around them, they've all got a nice car, they all don't pay, it's exactly the same. But the thing is, until you actually meet a bit of eye contact of something real, you can believe in that. You don't have to threaten the guy, you know, you can actually talk to these superstars. And I met 50 at the Brits.
Yeah.
And once you had a little bit of eye contact,
what other rappers?
Listen, I've met them all. Ludacris, I met them all. Jay-Z put me on my.
I was just going to get to
my picture on the cover of his album.
Talk about that.
All the photographs.
Let's just talk about that now then. The Jay-Z blueprint cover that people don't know is actually taken from a Dave Courtney image. We're going to put that on the screen.
There's a book out called The Firm.
Right.
And I addressed the Oxford Union, and he thought that was the funniest thing he'd ever seen. You know, a known criminal teaching future Parliament how to behave and how to get on. And that's the picture he put in there, and he put his head on it. Right, that's the blueprint thing. So there's a black guy sitting it was an aerial shot of him talking to the Oxford Union.
With the cigar in the hand. Yep.
And the ashtray and the knuckle dust on table and all that. So of all the photographs took in the world of all the different people, for Jay-Z to actually put my one on the cover of his album, I'm still, with that one. You understand what I mean? I'm buzzing away over that.
Have you ever met him?
Twice, yeah.
Anything good? What do you have to say? Nothing? Just mutual respect?
Yeah. I've got to tell you this, right? No disrespect. I'm a better dancer than him. Believe me. I went to his club out there. I went to his club in Manhattan. And I'm a better mover than him. How can you say that to anyone? I know you don't believe me, but there will be one.
I don't think he's going to argue.
No, he didn't argue. No, he's a good rapper. And
yeah,
but now he's got some very serious contracts. He's a multi-millionaire, and I'm afraid your bank balance in these days and age is what makes you a gangster or not.
Yeah.
Because with the influx of the Eastern Bloc people coming in this country, the whole violence level's gone up. Like different continents of the world hold human value at different, hold human life at different value.
Yeah.
Don't they? And in Moscow, Pakistan, Kosovo, Kingston, Jamaica, and all of them places, Bangladesh, all them places, human life means all. And now they're over here. Our violence level has now kicked up a bit to keep up with them. And you've got these people now washing window screens and selling roses at the bottom of your road that have been in war-torn countries, mutilating each other all their life. And you pick them up and stand them at the end of your road, and you're thinking, I've just killed more people than you know. So if you go to him, here's £1,000, here's the geezer's name and address in Ipswich. I drive up there and shoot him. That means nothing to him. So he would drive there. He don't know him. How's he going to get caught? Bill Smith. Boom. Gets in his car and drives home, carries on doing window screens. Well, that's changed the whole gangsterism thing, because getting someone capped was a lot of money. It was a professional. Not a lot of people did it, but now every single bloke at the end of your road selling roses will do it for £1,000. But that's changed a lot of the British, the old British gangster bulldog image, the world fell in love with, right? But I'm afraid it's no longer like that. That was an image that England had just come out of a war, and the word on the street was loose lips sink ships, walls have ears, one spy is more dangerous than 1,000 men, you can pull my fingernails out of one glass and all that, right? And if you was a policeman at the time, having a nation growing up with them rules made it very hard for you, because no one grasped no one. And they realised that was a problem they had in this little island that was all bulldogging, no one said anything, so their job was hard. So they spent the next 40 years slowly brainwashing the whole nation into grassing is good, right? On every single television station, on prime-time television, they have a programme which if you told me 20 years ago was going to come out, I'd call you a liar. Where they're going, what? Here's a grass programme, and if you see this bloke, just ring us up and we give you some money. And here's another two, if you see any other. We've had one phone call already. And on every single station. And you open the newspaper and bits fall out. Grass line for people with no car tax, grass line for someone who's going to work and got a claiming social, or grass line for... You get 500 quid now. If someone leaves the pub and you know he's you ring up and grass him up and he gets caught and you get 500 quid. So they've now slowly brainwashed the whole nation into grassing is good. That's like the Hitler Youth, right? You're now not even allowed to smack your children, and they are given and brainwashed into them a telephone number to ring up and grass up their mum and dad if you smack them. Stop it! Stop it! Right, so now you've got a whole nation of people just lollying everybody else up, and that's got to come back and kick you up the arse, I think. Sorry to veer off about that, but it's quite important.
Yeah, man, deeper knowledge. Part 3, I remember Dave saying basically today is not the time to be a gangster. He basically was saying that the era's over. The technology that the police have is far superior, from satellite tracking, etc. and he's basically saying how times have changed and kind of being a gangster now is just not going to work. So I thought that was really honourable of him to actually come out and say that, and kind of agreeing that the technology that's out there, when they're trying to catch you with DNA and all of that, it was really eye-opening. I remember Dave signed a book for us then as well. I brought my friend with me who was a proper Dave Courtney fan. Shout out Mav. He really wanted to meet Dave, so I took him to the house and he signed a book for him as well. Yeah, man, just an epic show. The show was big. That episode aired was big. From there, Dave came with me to a lot of Asian events. Like when I'd be on stage performing, I was at a music award show. I was performing. Dave came. You know, he would always come to different events with me. His personality would be so good. He'd always support me. Yeah, man, I will never ever forget the kind of help and support that he would give me. He'd come to events shoulder to shoulder, and his character, like, he's just like a magnet to people. So yeah, man, it's only right that we put that out there, man. Big love, man. Come on, we love that.
We've got like you know when people fight or they get into fights or whatever. No. Okay, well, just imagine you did, right? We've just had the Cricket World Cup, right? We've had like Indians and Pakistanis fighting, yeah, which this is just stupidness. It's a cricket game. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like,
listen.
Like,
it's not a cricket game. It's not, is it? It's not, is it? It's war. Right? No, I understand what you mean. I do understand what you mean.
Like, for you, when you see people fighting or getting into this kind of violence, when you see the reasons for it, do you think like you lot are just stupid, or do you understand?
Because I see the other half.
What's your perspective on that kind of?
Yeah. Violence. I've got a lot of people that I suppose would be classed as mine, my little umbrella of mine. And I see the half of the wives when their husband's in prison, and the kids, the losing the mortgage, the house, the car, the private school. I see it all over a 10-second flare-up where they're going bang, 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 or football violence, you know. So I'm a little bit more romantic than the average man in my position. The average man in my position is an awful lot younger than me. They're an awful lot more Neanderthal, and you know. So, but I hurt for them. I do think it's a bit silly, but I have been that age myself.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen to any 50-odd-year-old bald blokes telling me how to conduct my life when he had a nicer guy than I have, and a little villa in Tenerife, and you're trying to tell him crime don't pay, and you're not competing against a Sherlock Holmes policeman anymore as a criminal. You're trying to beat technology. And you can't do that.
You can't, can you?
You can't do that, right? The worst day for British crime, hear me with this, was when the Berlin Wall fell down, and then England had a 50 million zillion pounds worth of high-tech bugging equipment and no more Russians to spy on. And they brought it all home, and now all the police stations have got it, and their normal budget wouldn't have allowed them to have this high-tech stuff. But now, they just bug your house, your phone and your car for 2 years, and I don't care who you are, you could be Mother Teresa. If they bugged your house, your phone and your car for 2 years, they'd find something to you with. Right? That's the truth. And you're trying to beat technology. I've got people in prison that I've been to visit who went, Dave, I'm checking behind me to make sure I weren't being followed. And they took a picture of him from the moon. They got a satellite.
No way.
They got a satellite picture of him, his car, Tom, and his phone said he was within 10 foot. He said, Dave, I was looking over my shoulder, making sure I was safe, and I've got 10 years because they took a picture of me from the moon. So you can't beat that. So today's not the time to be a gangster. Hear me with that. Right, hear me with
That's
that.
the realist talk.
Right?
Today is not the time.
The time to be a gangster. Wrong era. Hear me. Right, they're building 27 new prisons in this country. Right, they're not building 27 new factories to go and put everyone to work. They're building 27 new prisons because they know there's a lot of people out there on this gangster tip, right? And that's what they're building them for. Don't do it.
So you're saying it's out of fashion to be a gangster?
I'm saying wrong era, mate. You've missed it. Lovely and romantic. On TV and in tunes, but in reality, crime is only glamorous on the big screen and in books. In reality, it ain't. Right? And anyone who's telling you crime pays, it does pay until the day you get caught. And on the day you get caught, then you realise it don't. I hope you've got a good memory, so remember all them good times you had when you were selling your bit of gear, because you spend the rest of your life in prison, your kids are fatherless, your missus is now getting, you know, it all goes very, very wrong. Then ask them why they're in there, you know, especially if it's worse if you're in a little prison cell in Morocco. Ask the poor little blonde pretty boy that's been 8 years in Morocco for just smuggling a boatload of stuff, you know what I mean? Does crime pay? Right? It don't.
Crime doesn't pay.
No, crime don't pay. And I'd say that quite, I'm not trying to say I'm a do-gooder, I'm saying I can't be what my dad was, and you can't be what I was, right? Different era, there's, you know, I remember someone, there was no cameras on the street. Imagine how you could drive there, or when a copper stopped and said, what's your name? You could go, Charlie Farnsbarnes. Right, and you had to go, right, Mr. Farnsbarnes, you got your licence now. You know, now before they stop it, they got your name, address, your MOT, your insurance company. You know, it's a different era. You can't do that no more. And the day of the Gangster is now finished. You know, there's some good songs about it, great films, but
it's time to move on.
You know that. You know, there's people now in the stock exchange with silly haircuts and pinstripe suits nicking more money on that computer thing than any bald-headed, flat-nosed gangster ever robbed anywhere. Over here, right, now listen, let me tell you about automatics and revolvers, right? See this? That's a revolver and an automatic, right? Now this one can fit in 12 shots, it can go a lot further than this, and a lot more accurate at faster rate, but it's an automatic. Great gun, but it can jam. And there is no time in a criminal's life where you can afford to go, right? No time, right? And the very first time it does that to you is the time you end up getting shot or going to prison. So why buy something that could jam when you can buy something that don't? Right? Now this has only got 6 shots, right? A revolver, but every time you pull that trigger, something very hot and sharp will come flying out the end, every time. Right? So I would rather have a dead certain 6, right? I'd rather have a dead certain 6 shots than a possible 18. Right? And here's another little fact for you. Right? When you see the black guys on the old television, yeah, all doing that, it's not just they're being flash. What it is this. An automatic, why it jams is you load a magazine with a spring underneath it, and it pushes the bullets up, which is going anti-gravity, into this chamber. And then you go bang, the shell comes out there, and the spring pushes another one up, right? Well, when the spring jams, the gun jams. So if you held the gun like that, even if the spring jammed, the bullet would fall into the chamber. It would still work. You understand what I mean? It would still actually work, even if the...
Clever.
Well, that's not clever, it's just common sense. You can do it like that and it might jam, or do it like that and it won't. You understand? Yeah, so that's why they do that. It's not because because everyone knows a gun's meant to do that, right? Not that. But if you've got an automatic, holding it upside down will make it jam less. There's a little...
You learn something every day.
Money-saving tip from McDonald's there for you, right?
A gangster now should do something else. Hence, you like the way I did that, innit? You do, innit? Come on.
I find it quite corny, but he's doing it because he's a professional.
That's not bad, no. But
hence, I'm now making movies, right?
And books?
And books. I've got 7 books out. I've got a new book coming out, and so has my wife. I've got a 3-film deal in LA, which I'm hopefully signing in the next 4 weeks. Well, I'm doing...
I'm going to be playing the corner...
Well, listen, it's not comedy. It's not comedy. It's not comedy. All right, but a new film I've got out in this country at the moment is Thugs, Mugs and Dogs. It's a comedy gangster. I've got my own one, Hell to Pay. I've got an album coming out which is called Dave Courtney's London Sound, where everyone in all the different music genres have given a little big up to Dave Courtney, you know, which I'm selling myself in America at the moment, which is a lot easier than doing it here, as they've got they can't glamorise crime and all that. But in America, I'm looked at different. You know, if I could bottle a fart, they'd have bought it out there, right? They'd have bought it out there. And the fact that my roots are, my wife is West Indian, and my friends are yourself.
I was going to say, you've got to... You know,
I've got to tell you, listen, I've done a video of this, man, the tune. This.
I was just going to say, what is the best gangster rap tune you've ever heard?
Oh, that's strong in it. That is strong. I can't actually answer, but I'm proud. I am very proud of that little bit of work that he's done with his one here. I'm very proud of that. That was cool. My neighbours...
Thank you for having me.
My neighbours and couldn't get their head round it, like loads of, like, you know, dodgy-looking Asian guys running up and down the road with guns and all that.
It was a good day.
It was a wicked day, yeah. We got stopped by the police. Have you told them that?
No, I haven't. The police...
While doing the filming.
We were filming in Plumstead and Dave had a gun in his hand and someone called the police and said that there's a guy in 2 Jeeps waving a gun. Police come, blocked us in. I thought I'm going.
Did not get out of the car, looked, and I went,
thought-
hello, Gov.
I
And he went,
thought I'm
hello,
going-
Dave.
I thought I'm going to Guantanamo Bay. Police come right up to the car, see Dave, and said, "Oh, it's Dave. Sorry." The cameraman was swearing. He's going, "Bruv, if this was me, I'm going jail. And after 5 minutes, the police talk to Dave and say, "Could you do us a favour, please, and
Find
film
a
on
quieter
road?" Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. But Dave, I want to say thank you for having us.
No, thank you.
Your house is full of wonderful things. I've been there many a times, but
Too many times. He's like a sitting tenant.
do you know what I mean? The
When I
rent's
bought the
due.
place, he was sitting there drinking tenants. He won't go.
But now we're gonna check out the crib as it was, house, and just take it from there.
Welcome to my crib. Have a look.
Yeah! Shizzio! Rock swayer, baby! Ha ha! Who wants some? You want some? Ha! Come get some! Simple. I came in the game just to close on my back, no ice, no chain. Few years later, they all know my name. I would scream it out loud, but I ain't that vain. I don't want fame, I ain't that lame. All I want is pleasure from pain, treasure from drain. Measure my game, go so far when I tell her my name. Tell her my aim, I just wanna fling. I swear down, cause she's on this thing. Funny how they change when they see little bling. Saying, can I hear her out, cause she thinks she can sing. Go right ahead, but you can't hold a note. One day she's saying she thinks that I'm broke. Doubt that very much, still I won't choke. In it for the kill, so I'm game for the throw. Smile on your face, but I'm far from a joke. You're out of your league like a capsized boat. Come get some. 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 Come get some.
Yeah, so that was the interview. Big up. Now, if you've ever been to a Dave Courtney house party, you will know what I'm talking about. There is no party that your eyes can witness, trust me, like it. Man, Dave Courtney's house parties, crazy. The man had a nightclub in his back garden. It's that simple. The nightclub could hold hundreds of people. That's how big it was. You'd see people in there from like gangsters to professionals. It was black, white, Asian, it didn't matter. In there was just it was mad. It was crazy to see. The parties would go until 6 in the morning. Yes, I went to a couple. I can't really say too much. But yeah, man, like if you was at them parties, you would know. But it was just, the main thing was everybody respected everyone in that room. Like it was crazy. Like if you walked into that party, into that house, nobody would dare try it, or you know what I mean? Like it was all love and blessings to everyone because it was all on Dave's name. And that just goes to show the power of Dave. Like that's a testament to Dave. Like if you went to that party and everyone would talk to everyone as well. That's the one thing I love. You'd see like professionals talking to like, I don't know, gangsters in the corner smoking and stuff. And it was like, yeah, man, it was, trust me, it was the place to be, bro. There'll never be house parties like it, man. So yeah, shout out Dave, shout out Brendan, man. Come on. We got a bit of footage from the house that I had. This wasn't at a main party, but Dave would always play pool. Those that know, he could play pool with one hand and beat you. So we got some footage from the house that I managed to find. So it's only right that we put that in. I think it's only right we just put all the footage in one place. So those that want to come and remember Dave, hopefully these can trigger some memories. Those that never got to meet him, hopefully when you see, you know, these type of videos, you can get more sense of the man and just how amazing he was, man. So come on, let's play that video.
Now, you know in normal kind of movies, yeah, the henchmen's friends don't talk. But these two can talk for fucking England. I love it. And they're putting guns at me as well. No, I'm joking. He's 6'11", right? They don't like me, basically. But yeah, I just had to just, you know, try and work around them throughout the day. So yeah, man, everything's in place. I don't know how my life ends up in certain situations. You know, bruv, these are popping guns on the road, bruv. Like. But yeah, I don't know how I ended up. What have we done, bruv? Like, just for music, like where we ended up, bruv. Like, it's a blessing, though. I mean, it's experience. You know what I mean? Something you can tell your kids. You get me? Yeah. Crazy.
Right, we'll do a couple. You ready? Action. Action.
Hope you guys ain't busy later. We've got work. Pick a tool.
I'm gonna do that once more, but we're just gonna get some more hand shots of getting the actual.
This is fucked, yeah. Mav couldn't come because we were doing car shots of the Range Rover and the X6, yeah. Man's got illegal plates on the car, yeah. Dave's got a gun hanging out the car, yeah. So someone calls the police and says that there's 2 black Jeeps with a guy with a firearm in it. I swear to you, I witnessed this. These lot are in the car in front of us. The police come.
It's not what you know, it's who
They
you know.
come, see Dave, was like, oh, it's Dave, no problem, mate. Can you find a quieter road, please? Oh my God.
Didn't even get out of the car. He
Oh.
went, didn't even say, look, can I have a look at the gun? He went, nothing. Sorry, Dave.
If it was me, I would be in Guantanamo Bay right now.
Listen, and so you should be. He's a naughty cunt.
Bruv, the police come, all stopped us, all ready to see Dave. Was like, oh, Dave, my man's got the gun still in his arm, still in his hand, bruv. And it's hanging out the window. Oh my God. Hey, Joe. Right, it's now the evening. We are in Dave Courtney's house. We've been filming all day. We are at Dave's house. This is Dave's pool table. Well,
This is my pal.
it's Dave's pool table there. This guy is Mr. 6'11". He doesn't have a name. He's just 6'11".
He also doesn't have a bed because they don't make one big enough.
Look, his head's on the roof. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. How's it going, Dave?
It's going good, it's going good. But like, why are all my mates uglier than you? It's making you look handsome, right?
I think that's what it is, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's
I
going.
blame the parents. What I really want to know is how do vegetarians get to meet each other? Yeah, it's a fucking...
That's Dave. And this is his pool room, by the way. This is his pool room. A lot of memorabilia on the wall. There's all Jodie Marsh. And all kinds of loads of people. And by the way, Dave can play pool with one hand, by the way. He plays pool with one hand.
And I'll give everyone a chance at first.
It's true. Right, he plays pool with one hand.
I'd like you to... I want you to film this. It's right near the end.
I am.
He's only got 1 Red Bull left and 2 shots. And he's still going to beat me. 6, but you fucking right I am.
So this is the old...
Not being funny, I done it. You can go.
People chilling. We're just going to warm up for the house party and get everything right. Stuff on the wall, chessboard on the wall. Yeah, no, on the wall.
Oh, well, you can play back, yeah, play back down the table, yeah?
Come on, hurry up. You're killing my battery, mate. What's Ali G like, Dave?
Ali G, yeah, one funny man, very funny man. Very funny man, but he stayed in character when he spoke to me.
Oh,
he didn't actually turn into the real man he is, so I don't know what he was hiding, but he knew that I liked the character.
Got one hand. He pointed it, he pointed it, he pointed it, he pointed it.
He pointed it, I played for it, cheeky monkey.
One hand. Alright. Az is there, by the way.
What's going on?
Always get Az in the thing.
Always there.
To be continued.
Have you seen that man there with the fucking... With the rifle cover, with the take man out cover?
Wait, oh shit, hold on. Let's catch this, I haven't even seen that, bro.
I saw the stone car, the Camelot thing. You get me? King Arthur.
Yeah, bro, this house is a lot.
Man, let's take man out, bro.
Normal road.
Yeah, look, Mac, film in there, bro. Look at the hooks on the wall, bro. Straps galore, cars.
Straps galore.
Look at the guys there. Look at the guy sitting there, bro. Real Essex boy. You get me? A real Essex boy. He's got the fucking, he's got the shine ready to pop now. There's nothing. My man's 6'11", cuz. You get me?
Nothing long.
He shot his nothing, bro. He's on a real.
Yeah, this
The nuts thing, yeah. Everyone on their team, but up there, look, the guys are getting changed, bro.
What's that? Little snippet.
Little snippet, they get shook.
Oh, no,
She was
they're
getting
good.
filmed right now. Your girls, who's your girls?
Okay.
Matt Black, 6.
Max new ride.
What is this, me, yeah?
Another man's in the car. Another man's in the levers.
Yo,
It's all Matt Black.
dogs are pedigree. I got the best bitch. Everything's matte black. So's the X. Sick. Yo, Sagas. This lady's in the video.
Try and film that.
Stop that because I'm gonna put you on the internet and they're gonna cry blood. We're doing the internet. We're doing the internet. This lady was in the video. What's your name, sorry?
I haven't got a name.
She hasn't got a name. Huh? Cinderella. Cinderella was in the video. She was doing her thing. But look at all.
99 memory game show.
Guns. I'm gonna go get changed, man. Huh? 6'11", Mr. 6'11", that's his name. He doesn't have any other name. Do you know what I mean? He's chilling, but I'm gonna go get changed. It was a good shoot, man. It was real good. Yeah, man. It was alright, innit? Guns. Everyone's got guns there and stuff. You know what I mean? Got my cash is there. You know what I mean?
Just representing, bro.
He just put the big cars there, and yeah, man. So I just continue.
When his team, Chesterfield United, scored a late...
Obviously, those that know, Dave wrote a lot of books. He was in a lot of movies. I was fortunate enough to be in a movie with him called Gangsters, Gamblers, Geezers. Please check that out. It's like a comedy. It's so funny. But on set, we had the most funnest time ever. I introduced Dave Courtney to Big Narstie. Big Narstie's in that movie as well, actually. So it's lovely to see that Big Narstie and Dave were brothers as well. You know, really close. Yeah, man, Dave on set was just like, when you've been filming for 2, 3, 4 hours, it gets tiring, but then Dave would walk in with just energy, man, jokes for days. He'd just lift everyone's spirit, man. He would lift everyone's spirit. The movie was just fun. We had a premiere in Leicester Square. I'll never forget it. Yeah, Dave was there, Big Narstie was there. There's loads of people there, celebs everywhere. Richard Blackwood's in that movie. Yeah, man. Just great times. I think we got a bit of footage from behind the scenes, so it's only right we add that in, man. Gangsters, Gamblers and Geezers. What a film.
Ben, this, your mum's tits.
When you go fat, you don't go back, but when you go Asian,
it's a wrap.
Oh shit.
Bass in your face, motherfucker.
Massive bass.
I'm the one that's in charge. They work for me.
Tell them, Dave, pick up the tick, let them know. This is KOTV.
This is the man, listen, we're all actually love this fucking game. A lot of flesh.
With bits. Say nothing. What's happening? Keep tuned, keep locked. Wiggle.
Hello people, my name's Dave Courtney and I've got a little bit of advice for you. The 28th of July there's an album coming out with Big Narstie. Pain is Love. Buy it or I'll find out where you live and fuck you up.
Yeah, always fun times. Another memory is we had a song, me and Big Narstie, called Suit and Tie, which was all about Dave Courtney. Shout out Bo. Put that song out. We did the music video. Dave called me around the house. I think the song we'd recorded about a year before, and then I just got a phone call to say like the video's happening. I completely forgot about the tune. Went to Dave's house. Big Narstie was there. We were filming. I remember around the table I was sitting there with all these gangsters, like proper gangsters, and I kept forgetting my lyrics because it had been so long. And Dave was like, "Fucking hell, just get the lyrics right. Get the lyrics right." Got it, nailed it down. It's called Suit and Tie, but in that, my verse, I'm actually talking about his book, Stop the Ride, I Want to Get Off, and all of that. He really loved the fact that my lyrics was about Dave's life and what he'd done. And yeah, man, Big Narstie, of course, legend. So it's only right we played the Suit and Tie video, man. Check it out.
Yeah. Some real gangster shit. Old type Dave Courtney on this one. They've been putting in work for years. Certified G. Old school gangster. Old school guy. Smash a man's face in the suit and tie. Yo. Old school geezer, old school guy. Boss man's high in a suit and tie. Boss man's high in a suit and tie. Boss man's high in a suit and tie. Old school geezer, old school guy. Boss man's high in a suit and tie. Boss man's high in a suit and tie. Boss man's high in a suit and tie. Coming from the streets of the underground. Being a snitch or loose with the lips that will put man underground. Sitting on the hill with its thunderclouds. Made my own firm, Dave Courtney. Man can't rubber extort me. Just as clown in the court G. We ain't gangsters, we're extraordinary. Death before the sun, we don't think like the ordinary. One step ahead, done no, I ain't seen the mortuary. Respect levels, man could bury the craze. Knuckle dusters, sawn of shotgun, I Dave, that is the wave. Babes. Old school geezer, old school guy. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Old school geezer, old school guy. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Old school gangster, old school guy. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Came from the 60s, but man, it's still up to the time. Gave them a hard and graft all day, fam, did it on the streets of South London. Man, I could have underworld, real talk, cause the man got strapped in abundance. Time for the new school, man's always on go, man's never a neutral. Mac 10 hanging with a blue flag. Ayo all day, oh true that. Fuck life like Tupac. Get me, nigga, move out the way or move back. Man can't ring round here. Operator style, motherfucker, I ring back. Old school geezer, old school guy. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Old school geezer, old school guy. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie.
Old school gangster, nothing that new to me. Things right now ain't what they used to be. Constant scrutiny doesn't ring true to me. Right back on this all raving lunacy. Don't ever get rude to me. Fuck the ride. Now stop the ride, cuz you wanna get off. You man ain't ready, you move too soft. I roll with Dave, I give man props. Heroes and villains, I seen pure killings. Hell to pay, they ain't worth 2 shillings. Dead sleep easy, Dave still willing. Been through it all and the man's still living. Hell or heaven, you see man repping. It's not 9 to 5, it's 24/7. Knuckle duster, the choice of weapon. Dave Courtney, we salute you. Legend.
Old school geezer, old school guy. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Old school geezer, old school guy. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie. Bossman's high in a suit and tie.
Yeah, you know what, fun fact, this is actually the jacket that I wore in the BMF video. I don't know if anyone knows, I've never worn it since then. I had to go back to Mumsy's house in the top cupboard and I actually found it. So Dave, this is in honour, you get what I'm saying, bro? But nah, man, look, man, Dave would always support me. He'd ring me, fun fact, every Christmas he would FaceTime me. He did it for years. How nice and lovely. He'd always FaceTime me on Christmas Day. Always send love to my family. Like, you know, like people that just take their time out just to see how you are, man. Like, that means a lot to me, it really does. Dave was just one of them people, man. Dave would come to anything I asked him to. He was at family events. He'd come. He would come to like things I had going on, like song releases. I had a book out once. He came to the book launch party, proper supported it in his white coat. Like he'd always be loud and proud, but he'd be proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with me, man. Trust me, it would mean so much to me, man. Yeah, man. He'd come. We'd go raving to certain parties. Just yeah, man. Just a huge loss. Dave, man, I don't know what to say. I'm a bit, you know, I'm smiling because of the memories are so good. They're so good. Yeah, man, so we got a few pictures and videos, I think, from that. So we'll play them. Yeah, man.
Ain't seen you in a minute, bro. You cool?
Young Big Dave.
All day, Dave. Look it up. This is my behalf. No love, man. This is my behalf.
Dave, I fancied him. Right, now listen. Now, I know about books. I wrote a few of them. But this one, this is like a fucking Bible. Guess it, put it on your shelf. Right, it's written by a genius, Shizzio. Fucking good book. Buy it, or I'll burn your house down. Get me?
What are the chances of me sitting in a grass, lovely field, and a gangster turns up with a green drink? What are the chances?
Hello!
But where's the...
It's only me!
It's a green drink.
Listen, don't worry about the kiss. I've been double jabbed yesterday, yeah? I got me double jab yesterday. I'm really clean.
My brother.
And there you have it. That's all the footage that we've got. Trust me, I've got a million more memories in my head, a million more stories. Obviously, we don't have the video for that, but they're etched in my mind forever. This episode is dedicated to Dave Courtney. We love you. We miss you, brother. Trust me, there will be no one like you ever. Believe that. We still talk about you to this day, and we will continue to do so. And hopefully we can make you proud, you know what I mean, in the things that we're doing. Yeah, man, R.I.P. Mr. Dave Courtney. This episode is for you, sir. God bless you.
It's the Shizzio Show.